Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be touching a bit on the recent controversy over the Gay Pride event that is supposed to be coming out this Thursday. Lots of controversy, some of it warranted, some of it not. I'm just going to go over quickly what has happened and my opinion of it. Now, just to get this out of the way beforehand, I do come from a fairly left-leaning area in Canada, so I'm pretty liberal, but I'll try to be as impartial as possible because I did read through a lot of the articles and there's good points for either side. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and have a quick look. So to start off, the only thing that was initially announced was via Twitter from ModWolf saying it's an honor to announce a small holiday of mine that will be coming out on Thursday. It's going to be a Pride 2017 event. No more information. Was pretty much immediately met with quite a bit of backlash. This really belong in the medieval children's MMORPG, and the first kind of day or two, there were some pretty reasonable articles, posts on Reddit that had legitimate points and wasn't so heated as it is now. Initially, just people didn't want the event because gay pride for a lot of people in the world is still politicized. From the area I come in, it's not really even something that people politicize anymore. It's kind of accepted, and I come from really close to Vancouver. I mean, tons of people are bisexual, tons of people are trans. A lot of people are gay. Everyone has polyamorous relationships. It's very common here. So I honestly, if this had just come to the game, I may have done the event, but I barely would have even noticed. But for a lot of people, it hits a lot closer to home. I'm not sure if it's where they are coming from in the world, where it's still a very politicized debate, but either way, it is. Now, another reason people were pretty angry with it is because it was unpolled, which most things coming into the game are polled, and there's a lot of people, I don't want to say bitching, but there's a lot of people angry on Reddit that the event wasn't polled. That being said, if you go look at a few of the holiday events, they weren't polled either because they don't have an effect on the game, and they are only there temporarily. So I don't really think that's a valid argument because this does fall into a very similar category. But people are taking it so far as the poll system is over, the game's ending, people say they're going to quit over this event. It's gone so far to have people rioting in the streets, people dressing up as a KKK outfits, and just a lot of people are trolling, so I do get that, but it's pretty hard for an outsider to differentiate hate speech from people trolling because of a potential update that goes against their political views. No one's going to be making that distinction. So anyway, there was actually an article made about it by Motherboard Vice. This just came out a couple hours ago or something. RuneScape is having a Pride event and players plan on rioting. So what the event is, apparently, these guys did speak to Mod Matt K. It's just going to be an event where you go around RuneScape and collect 7 colors to make a Pride scarf or tie, whatever the hell that is. I think the main issue and what could have been done better by ModWolf or anyone who was promoting the event to begin with is a little more information, because people were heavily jumping to conclusions and still are about a ton of things. And honestly, I do kind of feel bad for the guy. I don't think the way they announced this or even the way they put it in game is the best, but he has been getting a huge amount of hate. Every problem now that has kind of come up for the last 3 months is now his fault, so it is pretty unfortunate for him. Now on the other side, I personally feel like the event would have been it would have flowed better as a quest. I think it would have been great if the quest he had been working on, either the Remnant quest or another one, could have just focused on a gay relationship or a gay character in the quest, and it would have been longer lasting. People probably wouldn't have gotten so upset, although I feel like people still would have, even if they said they wouldn't. And it would have been eternalized in the game. So like I said, he has been getting a lot of flack in the last couple days, and I do feel bad for the guy. I mean, what he did wasn't perfect, could have been handled better, but he's been getting death threats, people want him fired. I mean, that's just totally uncalled for. This is something he's working in his free time. He's still working hard on the game as a regular dev. I don't understand all the hate for a project that didn't actually affect the game almost in any way. Okay, so it's just going through another article here on Reddit, and I think this is probably a good idea. Replace the Pride event with just a Peace, Unity, and Love event. So instead of taking the, I mean, while this is essentially the same thing, just take away the label and keep everything else about it. That would probably be the best way to do it. So this is actually a pretty good idea. Good job to Purge 2202. So while I think initially this would have been the best idea, or even a quest, now it's gotten so far gone, I think they have to continue on with the Pride event. And even this main article was edited. At this point, we're far too gone to remove this event. If we do, the media backlash could badly damage the long-term viability of Oldschool Runescape. Now, this is absolutely true, and I don't think this is 100% fair, but honestly, you can't expect people to make the distinction between a huge amount of people trolling and actual hate speech. Like, there's no way anyone's going to make that distinction. I can't even post the images onto my video here because my video will get demonetized, possibly even taken down. I personally know that there's a huge amount of context required here, but YouTube won't know, and most people won't know either. So you can't really, there's no one to blame except for ourselves here. I mean, people are literally in Faldor just spewing hate, not even related to like gay or lesbian people, a lot of it either. People are dressing up as KKK outfits and just doing all kinds of crazy shit. That's totally uncalled for. I mean, it's pretty immature and yeah, uncalled for. But either way, this is 100% correct. We can't really not have the event now because there would be a huge backlash. Even this is just one article, and it's actually not too clickbaity, but you can imagine the headlines. RuneScape's having a Pride event, huge uproar from the homophobic player base, whatever, you know, it'll happen. So I think this event does have to happen now. It's a little unfortunate how the way it got introduced, because I feel like it really could have been a very good part of the game. They could have made an awesome quest. It would have been, I think it would have fit into Oldschool pretty well. I mean, Oldschool is a pretty lighthearted game. They could have put a super gay character into the game, and I would have thought it was great. I mean, I wouldn't have cared too much either way, but it's unfortunate kind of just how the way this panned out. But I really don't feel like any of the staff really intended it for it to be this way, and now there's just this huge shitstorm of hate and trolling and people with actual arguments getting all shoved into through this vessel that is Reddit, and there's just no stopping it now. Now it's all based on misinformation too. People are saying that people are getting everyone's coming onto Reddit now saying that they were just happened to be in a bunch of white robes and just happened to log in to the Faldor area or wherever they were, and I totally don't buy this. I mean, people come on here all the time saying, oh look, my account just happened to get banned, I wasn't doing anything wrong, and then it instantly gets proven wrong. So I mean, I think even a JMod said somewhere here that they only banned like 15 people. I have a little more trust in Jagex than I do in random people bitching on Reddit. It's just fact for me, but whatever, it is unfortunate if you did get banned, which is not fair. So in conclusion, I'm going to go do the gay Pride event when it comes out, just to see what it's all about. I feel like the way it was introduced was not good. People had some legitimate arguments to begin with at first, but now there's just so much going on in the community that this event just has to go forward with. And honestly, I feel like people just need to chill out. It's not that big a deal, and the amount of posts regarding it, there has to be an underlying issue beyond the fact that people just don't want it in the game for political issues. There's literally no way people would get this worked up if they were just against having a political thing in the game. So anyway, I hope you don't kill me too much for posting my opinion. I definitely don't mind if you dislike the video. If you disagree with me, I'd kind of prefer to see, it's a good indicator of opinions, because I can see right there which people agree with me and which people don't. So feel free to dislike the video if you dislike or don't agree with my opinion, or like it if you do. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in another video.